Good almost afternoon, guys. We're back out in the same area we were in yesterday. This time I brought Sarah out with me, and she's right here. Quite a bit hotter today, but we're hoping maybe that is a good thing, because I did not see a single snake yesterday, and I'm wondering if it was just a little too cold, because it's about 70-75 degrees. I mean, this time of year, could be considered a little on the cool end. I did see some cool invertebrates, but no snakes, unfortunately. So yeah, once again, we are back out here and hoping to see some stuff, and I'll keep you updated with whatever we find. Also, probably the main target, same as yesterday, is going to be an eastern blackneck garter, but there are a lot of other species out here we can find. Western diamondback rattlesnakes, ribbon snakes, water snakes, rat snakes, hognose snakes, whole sort. That's what I like about Texas. They got everything. So yeah, we keep looking and see if we come across anything. I have high hopes for today, and it's just beautiful out, so I will keep you guys updated if we find anything. Sarah just spotted this little ground skink eating some ants he found on the ground. This looks like a little hatchling. Extremely tiny, maybe an inch and a half, 2 inches at most, with his tail. Come on, grab an ant for us.
He wants to.
He's pretty. He's got a nice little red head on him, contrasting brown body. He's so tiny. So cute.
He's gonna go in the hole. His name's Marvin.
He's pretty. Good spot. Sarah spotted him. Little skinky. I think that is the first find today, right? It's a beautiful trail. And I believe the last spot I left off with you guys was here as well. So we came back seeing, and I brought Sarah this time. She was not here yesterday. But we're going to see if we can find some snakes, because yesterday did not prove too well. Oh, look. Harvestmans. So pretty here. This is a dried up creek bed. This was full, maybe at the deepest, maybe 4 to 6 feet. And it seems like within weeks it went from full to absolutely nothing. It's pretty insane, honestly. Kind of curious where all of these snakes and stuff go when the water disappears, or if they just kind of hide out and wait for more rain. It's pretty cool to see. Look at these little mini caverns and stuff. Oh, Sarah found some more harvestmans.
They're so weird.
Yeah, they're crazy.
They look like spiders.
Just found our second herp for today. Not going to get the best look of them. Definitely not going to get my hands on them, but there's a large, I'm assuming they're westerns here, but yeah, it's a large fence lizard right there in the tree. You can see him sitting right there on the left side. Only noticed him because he was scurrying really quickly through this vegetation and he ran up that tree. Pretty cool. They are very common here, so it's nothing, not a crazy find, but maybe we'll find something a little more, shall we say, interesting, and maybe I'll get my hands on it. But that's a good sign that lizard's out. We've seen a ground skink already, so could be a good sign for today. See what else we can find. I think these are grass spiders building these little funnel webs. I'm not really positive. See if we can get them out here. Come on, there's a bug in your web. There's a bug in your web. It's probably a little too smart for that. It's a really cool web though. I thought that was pretty interesting. It's also like, I don't know, 4 feet off the ground. Usually you see them on the ground or near it. That's cool. Sarah's on a roll, guys. Another fence lizard right here. This one a lot closer than the other.
You want to catch him?
Looks like a large male. I could try and catch him. They're so quick, especially with this weather heating up. He's probably full of energy. Let's see if we can get him. I had him. Gone.
So, Andrew just spotted a huge ribbon snake. He's gonna try to catch it right now. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's right there. Hopefully he'll catch
Coming
it.
back towards you.
This is what he's been waiting for. Oh, you can see his little head right there. I cannot catch him. He'll bite me. He's coming, he's right there. He got him.
Check this out.
There you go.
Alright guys, well, you probably just witnessed me dive face first into the bushes trying to catch this beautiful, beautiful Thamnophis proximus rubrilineatus. Sorry, there's flies all over me right now. So this is called, the common name is the red striped ribbon snake. Very beautiful species here in central Texas. And you can see they're like, I mean, it varies a bit, but this one's got a nice green body with a light orange band right going down the top of the snake. Sometimes that can vary to like red coloration, especially when they're younger. They're generally more colorful, but this is an adult female. They will get a little bit bigger than this, but not too much. Males stay a bit smaller. Beautiful. And they are Thamnophis, just like garter snakes, so part of the same genus, and they feed mainly on amphibians and fish, and yeah, sometimes small reptiles and stuff like that. Very beautiful, very fast snakes, tend to stay near water. There's usually water over here in this creek bed, but it's all dried up now, so she's probably out on the hunt maybe for water and for food and stuff like that. And if I had to guess, she probably recently had a litter of babies as well, and these guys give live birth, so no eggs. The babies come right out and are ready to go, ready to feed and go out on their own. So really excited to find this girl. I'm gonna get some pictures of her real quick, and then we're gonna let her on her way. So right after that ribbon, we just came back, and I'm at that rock where the tarantula was, and I wanted to check and see if she was still there, and sure enough, she ain't going anywhere. This is the first tarantula I saw yesterday. I'm gonna be honest, I still haven't looked up the exact species, but I'm like 85% sure it's a Texas brown tarantula. You can see her molt still right there. That's a very pretty tea. I mean, they're especially pretty colorful right after a molt, but it's a cool tarantula. I'm curious if I come back, a few months from now and whatnot, if she'll still be here. Obviously after winter, but very pretty tea. Just want to give you guys one more quick look at her, and then we're gonna keep walking because the snakes are obviously out. So we haven't seen any snakes yet, but we did see two snake skins, small tiny little snake, and then a massive snake skin, probably like a big water snake or rat snake. But then we've seen a lot more skinks, and we did see this beautiful leopard frog right here. It's just hanging out in this moss wall. Keep a lookout. I don't know what he's looking for. Maybe some food, but it's a cool little observation there. So much pretty greenery growing up on this wall. Look at that. So cool. My guess is that little snake skin we saw was like going into a pile of rocks along the side of this mountain right here. So I'm guessing a lot of the snakes are going to be hanging out in those rock piles, and that's why we're not seeing them at the moment. But we're doing our last little stretch back to the car now, and if I see anything else on this brief walk back, I will let you guys know. Guys, just taking a guess here, but we've seen right there's another leopard frog on this wall, and then right in there's just two toads hanging out. So I mean, judging by all the moss and everything and the creek not being here, they're probably hanging out in this wall because of the buildup of moisture and whatnot. It's, there might be puddles of water, you never know, like hanging out in those cracks, and maybe that's why the reptiles are hanging out in here, which makes me think that the snakes are probably hanging out in here too. So I mean, it would make sense. Just haven't seen them yet. We did get that beautiful ribbon snake though. That was very cool. I mean, even with a lack of overall numbers today, beautiful, beautiful scenery, and we did get a very pretty snake. With the one snake we did get. Look how pretty this is. Some nice little berries there. Should I eat one? Maybe. I keep hoping to see a snake hanging out in one of these crevices. I could picture like a diamondback in there or something. Haven't seen one yet though. What's going on, guys? Back out here trying to do another night of road cruising. Got to take a crack at it again because yeah, we didn't see anything last time. We got completely shut out, and we thought it was going to be good because it was warm out. Nothing at all. So gonna do another quick little outing before it gets too cool out. It's already 78, 79 degrees, and it's gonna cool down even more. We do have a hurricane. It's not gonna really hit us, but we might get some outskirts of it, which is why we're seeing a little bit of cooler weather this early on in the year. So yeah, I will let you guys know what we see, if anything. I'm fingers crossed, hoping for the best, and we'll see what we can find. There's a lot of stuff in this, a lot of different kinds of herps and whatnot in this area that we could potentially see. So yeah, I'm gonna keep this short, gonna keep moving and see if anything's moving. Well, guys, it's almost dark, and this is an area I've been hoping to see a snake in for a while, and I've just been keep getting shut out. Now I finally got a snake. Wow, look at that thing. Hold on one minute. It's freaking out. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a beautiful red striped ribbon snake here in Central Texas. These guys are pretty common, especially in certain areas. This is the first one I've seen in this area by far, nowhere even close, and you can see why they get the name red striped ribbon snake. A beautiful red stripe down the back. I'm trying to get him to calm down here. I mean, that is a immaculate snake. He did give me a good bite here when I picked him up as well. He's gonna be crossing out here right now looking for amphibians and fish to prey on. There are water sources right around here on both sides. You can't see them past these trees, but these are really pretty snakes, and I'm glad I got to see this guy. I'm gonna grab some quick pictures of him, and then we're gonna let him on his way. Really cool, and I'm happy I got to see him, and I'm happy this was my first snake in this area as well. Can't be mad about that. First snake of the evening, very happy with it. That thing was absolutely gorgeous. Wow, yeah, I love their colors with the red stripe and the white on the sides as well. We saw it originally, we thought maybe it was a branch or something on the road, and then it started to move and we knew right away. Are you happy about that?
Yeah.
Well, it looks like they may be moving, so we're gonna get back on the road real quick and see if we can pull out anything else on in this area.